Zhoug, what is it? It's a Middle Eastern dish, originally from Yemen, but eaten really quite often in Israel. It's fantastic with anything cooked over a grill and cooked over fire. First of all, we need to start with our spices. We've got some really key spices in Zhoug that are really important to make sure that we get right. And one of the most prominent flavors in there is cardamom. We've got a teaspoon of salt, we've got a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a teaspoon of chili flakes, and a teaspoon of cumin seeds as well. And that's it. So first of all, we're going to toast our spices, and we're adding these and our salt to a cold pan. We're using a cast iron pan. You can do this inside absolutely fine, and all we're going to do is toast these over fire until we start getting the aromats coming off of these spices. The second we start to get our senses alive by these aromats, we're going to take them off, pop them into a spice grinder, and take them down to a nice fine powder. Okay, our spices are now toasted and they smell absolutely incredible. And all I'm going to do now is add these to our spice grinder. We're going to give it a good blend. It's going to get a bit noisy. The beauty with the spice grinder is it takes it ultra fine and pulls all those natural oils out, and the smell now is absolutely incredible. That cardamom is really prominent. Now what we need to do is bring the Zhoug together. We now have 5 more ingredients to add to our Zhoug to finish it off. And first and foremost, we're adding coriander. And we're just going to chop it roughly and use my good old friend, a NutriBullet. That's going to go in first. We're going to add a couple of chilies. I've got 1 Dutch chili here. Now classically they'd use a green jalapeno because it's not quite as spicy, but we like a little bit more spiciness. So I'm adding 1 bird's eye chili. Preserved lemons. These are absolutely incredible, and these add the acidity to the dish, which is absolutely essential. And a couple of cloves of garlic. Now, this is quite a dry mix so far. We need to add a good olive oil. Now, I don't cook with olive oil very often, but I do use it in dressings and things like that. So we've got a really nice extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to need quite a lot of this. We may come back and add some more. And then, of course, our spice mix. Make sure we get all those amazing spices out. Make a bit of noise again. I'm going to have to add a little bit more oil. And then hey presto. Give it a little taste before you take it out. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. And it's amazing how much of a punch that coriander and the cardamom and how they work together. But then the acidity that comes through from the preserved lemons really does finish that off really nicely. And this is absolutely incredible served with, as I say, grilled fatty meats, or with fish, or just stirred through things like a hummus, or used as a dip on its own. But it really does stand out. And it can also be used in vegetable dishes. But as you can see, it's a beautiful colour and tastes pretty special.